A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to HJN Season 3. Now, here's what we're going to do. For number 2164, I'd say we gotta try usage. Yeah, seems like another throwaway topic, but in actuality, usage can be somewhat relevant for a lot of you computer junkies, for instance. I mean, think about the time where your own hard drive, whether it's an internal or external. For me, I got both. Because I want to have as much storage and space as possible for all the projects that I intend to have here on YouTube. It can take a long time for a lot of this stuff to be made and published. And a lot of things I basically had set to premiere mode because many of these things are in fact taking up crap tons of space on the drives themselves. So when you get down to it, there's surely a lot of things that you'd want to consider. But in all actuality, I'm sure that some of you out there are probably wondering, what can we possibly do in case there is some sort of shortage? Well, a couple of ideas pretty much come around. You can compress the files, which can help to compress the amount of space that the files themselves take up with, and how much space on the hard drives they basically take up in general. It can allow for higher capacity to take place. It basically shrinks the amount of bytes that's consumed when the bytes from the files themselves are in usage within the files of the hard drive. So that's one good idea you can put in. Another idea that you could also try is to have another hard drive handy. External or internal, like I said, doesn't really matter too much. I always have both with me at this point. I got 4 of them. A grand total of 14 terabytes of storage. So I guess that itself is pretty impressive. But when you really get down to it, it sure is worthwhile to talk about many other aspects relating to usage on a computer. And then of course, if you want to talk about usage in real life situations, well, that itself is a whole different process, in comparison at least. So maybe that entirely won't be the core meaning of the whole subject as a whole, but I pretty much gave out a good example as to what usage could refer to on a daily basis within your own routine or elsewhere. So I suppose that pretty much cuts it for another piece of HJN, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this, because tomorrow I'm going to come back with something else, and maybe you might appreciate it even more.